Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Monday workout. Let's begin today with 2 rounds through the following warm-up sequence. We're going to start with 1 minute of warm-up pace cardio. Then we're going to do these hip rotations. So this is swiveling the hip. We're going to do it face down on the ground. And I would like the leg that you are moving to have the knee just slightly elevated. So I have one knee on the ground, the other knee is on top of this ab mat, and then I'll bring my heel up until my knee is at 90 degrees, and then I'm externally rotating and internally rotating. So go both directions. Try not to let your hips move. This should all be the femur rotating inside of the socket joint of the pelvis, right? So we're just rotating back and forth. The slight elevation of the knee just changes the angle of that hip just a tiny bit. Next one we're gonna do is prone angels. So you can take that pad out from underneath you. We're gonna start with your hands behind your back, and then in control, like slow speed, we move our hands up. As you get to about 90 degrees, our palms rotate down and we're reaching up and get as close to overhead as you can. You can see like how my hands kind of start to be blocked by the floor unless I elevate my shoulders, and that's okay, but try to get your hands, or at least squeeze your shoulders so that your hands attempt to stay off the ground. All the way up. Okay, 10 prone angels. Those should be nice and slow. Shoulders should be burning really good by the time you finish them. Next one is a hollow hold. So from the ground position, we're gonna try to squeeze the shoulder blades up off the ground, roll the hips up off the ground and squeeze, and then reach, right? So remember, we start from the middle and then reach out. And the last one is some band Romanian deadlifts. We're going to be doing our deload deadlifts today. So just start with that band and do a little bit of hip and hamstring stretches, nice light movement there. When we get to the next component or the next portion, it'll be a 30-minute workout that has the deadlift, the deload deadlift weights in it, and then some accessory work that you do it at the same time, right? So think 30 minutes to get 4 or 5 rounds at a quality pace, right? So 5 reps of a pause deadlift. So on the way down, you're gonna freeze for 3 seconds at the middle of your kneecap. The weight should be in the 40 to 50% of your 1 rep max. But the last week was our 1 rep max deadlifts. So this week is our deload deadlifts. So make sure that the weight feels good when you lift it. And again, a lot of times the pauses and the tempos can light up your back in a way that a regular deadlift would not. So if that is the case, you can choose to either just do a regular tempo, like normal up down, or you can take the weight down significantly and then do the hold. And for me, what I would do is if it does bother your back to hold in that position, I would focus on that, right? So there will be a weight, some amount, right, that you can hold at your kneecaps for 3 seconds and not have it cause you pain. That's probably like an endurance issue with those smaller muscles in between and connecting your vertebrae, right? So that'll be the first part of the AMRAP is 5 reps of that pause deadlift. The next one is teapot lunges, holding a weight, right? So the teapot lunge, if I'm stepping forward with my right foot, I'm gonna kick my hips out to the right and try to touch the ground, and I'm holding a weight in that outside hand, right? So holding a weight in the outside hand like that, and then step back. And then you can either switch onto the left leg and do that, or you can keep it in that same hand and just repeat the same sequence over and over, right? Next one is plank pull through. So again, using that light weight, I'll start with my body in the plank position. I'm gonna reach my hand underneath the other one and drag that weight as far as I can. Then plant that hand, reach through with the opposite one, drag that weight as far as I can. We're just doing 10 reps on each side. Don't go too fast. Make this take about a minute if you can, and then we'll move on, all right? When you finish that, it should be, again, 4 to 5 rounds in 30 minutes. There is some extra credit at the end with some shoulder work, some face pulls, and then some grounded WTY squeezes. So make sure you get on that if you want to, and if not, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. All right.